and welcome along and welcome to this first look at Oakfield Farm by OxygenDavid. This is one of my favourite maps from FS17. Now converted across to FS19 and we have early access to this. So this map is due to be sent to Giants in the next 1 to 2 weeks. I, along with Simulation for Nation, Landy Kid and Rainbow Dave will be doing some testing on it. And yeah, it's just how I remembered it. It looks amazing in the new light, and we haven't moved anywhere yet, and it just looks incredible. It's pretty much very similar around this part of the map. I'm not seeing a huge number of changes. Doors and the barns are as excellent as always. So really nice. Looks like we get a nice selection of equipment. We will go through that later. What I'm going to do first, though, is we'll come back and we'll explore the yard last. Let's get the gate open, though, and jump in the gator. So, yeah, as I said, thank you very much to OxygenDavid for letting me have a play around with this map. We're going to be doing the first look now, obviously, and then we're going to come back and we're going to do the live stream series on this. So our live stream series, start from scratch live stream that we've had on Sutton Farm, that is going to be moving to here. So we've got the sheep once again to the right. I think I saw a sheep. Yeah, there we go. There's the sheep feeding trough. So the sheep are in there as before, and you start with that field. You also start with field 3, which is the other side of this woodland here, and it is pretty much unchanged, although 51 seems a very high number. So I think we've had a field number change, so we'll go through that in a moment as well. So you own field 3 and field 2. So I remember starting off with these two fields. We are of course on New Farmer at the moment to explore the map as to see what you get as the default on that game mode. I have had a quick run around in Start From Scratch and had a look. The main farm is all there in Start From Scratch, so it's not a map where you lose the farmyard if you start from scratch. You own field 1 there, which I think is not a field you owned before. Right, let's reverse up because that is gonna come towards us. And this map is beautiful. Really is, and this is I think this was one of the first maps where Frontier Design and OxygenDavid started playing around with the idea of not seeing the map boundaries at all, and it really does. As a map, it you cannot see where the edge is, and we're actually running along the edge of the map right now, and it is just utterly seamless. And I absolutely love that about Oxy's map. It's maps in general. It is that level of attention to detail. The car is still here. They've been parked there a very long time. And then down here, so field 1, that's the other side of field 1. And then down here we have field 7 and beyond it 8. We don't own that, and in fact the gateway there has changed. The gateway used to be further along this road here. So it was sort of more opposite here. So you would come into the field here-ish. I quite like the gate where it is now. That's a better position for it, I think, in the corner of the field. And looking down towards the village and looking out down the valley, that is just amazing. Field 10 entrance in here. So that's pretty cool. That is unchanged, I think. But we've got a new path through here, and this is this is another grass field. Plenty of grass fields here, and it's good to see 7, 8, and 9, and 10 look to be good smallish fields if you're after that kind of thing. So on starting a game mode with less, they're going to cost a lot less money. So we'll have a look at those in a little bit and see how much they cost. But yeah, liking that. Down here and into the village, and again just a lovely attention to detail as we go over the bridge and head down here. Absolutely, I really love this map. Let's head up here. I'm trying to wind my way around the edge of the map. So we're sort of taking roadways that hopefully will lead us to the edge of fields and things. And that there. Is that the edge of the map? We've got 2 fields above us here. So it looks to me like we have something in the way here. Oh, and in fact, you can see up there. Yeah, that's not an error. That really is basically the edge of the map where we are there. So I was hoping I could wind my way through there, but that's not to be. I think I can wind my way through here, though. There is another roadway up here, which has a gate on it. Now, the chances are this gate is going to open in the wrong direction for me. So we'll give this a go. Again, not an opening gate. This is the thing. This is when you play a map in Farm Sim, you don't always get around everywhere, and so that's really what's scuppering me at the moment. Is the fact that I haven't actually got onto every single bit of this map when I played it before. I know, well, based on the previous experience of this map, we should be able to turn into field 15 here and head up this way. Yeah, there we go. We can cut through here. But it is a beautiful looking map. And there's not a direction on this map where I look and I don't go, wow, this just looks amazing. Here we are. So this was the roadway I was looking for. Up the side of field 40. Again, another crackingly big field, this. And the field numbers have definitely changed. I noticed that on... I've approached this first look in a different way to how I normally do. In that normally I'll approach a first look and try not to have any view of the map before I have. And I did watch a couple of live streams and a first look video before I started looking at this. Yeah, there we go. There's the entrance to 41, which I thought was at the bottom of it. It's at the top here, and yeah, it does look amazing. I mean, actually, there is a perfect example. You cannot see in the distance there where this map ends. It's just not visible, and it is a lot closer than you think. And that is the beauty of Oxy's work. It really is. And there's very little in what I've already had a look at this map where I can find fault with it. There's a few bits here and there, but there's nothing major. There's nothing game breaking or anything like that. It's all minor tweaks that I've found so far, and it's not even in this game mode. You know, I found a couple of things that need tweaking and start from scratch. Up there is to the castle, I think. Yeah, castle on the hill up there. Around field 46. Then in here we've got the BGA, and now this has had a rework. Or in actual fact, this is missing. So I think I will mention this one to Oxy, because it's missing the silage clamp that was here in 17. A sell point in here. Oh, this was a sell point in 17. Yeah, there's no silage clamp up at the BGA, so I will mention that to Oxy. But otherwise, yeah, the BGA looks fairly similar. I think the actual barn is new, but there was a sell point up here from memory. That is looking all good, and then we head down and yeah, whoa. And into the shop here, and the shop here is pretty much unchanged. Nice New Holland shop, still looking great. Everything is basically the same position, so that's very nice. Now for FS17, and then I know lots of people are continuing their series from FS17 on here. I've gone for start from scratch when I do it because of what we had in here. Basically, we had a massive pallet and factory set up on this map. And we had it all down here on this field down here, on field 45, which of course we can't recreate. So yeah, I'm planning to continue our Start From Scratch series. We'll basically be transferring all the money over, all the money and equipment. So I'm selling up on Sutton Farm. I'm going to record how much money that is. We'll bring all that money over. We'll bring all the equipment that we have over, and then we will, with all the age and everything on it, and we will continue on here. So basically, we're selling Sutton Farm, and we're coming over here. We will be bringing a whole load of bales with us, a whole load of wood chip bales, because we failed to sell them on there. Really looking nice. Really looking good. So we're at the field. We have the pig farm on our left here, as before. Again, looking pretty much unchanged from its FS17 counterpart, but still a really nice farm. Might be a good farm on a Start From Scratch series to go for. I like the main yard. I think I'm going to buy the main yard, but certainly this would be a good place to be based. To sort of start yourself off, which should be a fairly inexpensive yard, I think. Sell point for bales here, by the looks of things. I think that is, yeah, that's all storage there. We'll head out now and head up this way. And this was one of my favourite parts of the map. I had some stuff up here. Is that? This is what I mean about testing. That there, I need to tell Oxy about. We've got a double fence along here, looking at it, and then a missing fence along the side of, what field are we at? Along the side of field 29 there. We've got a fence that is a bit off, but these, as I said, these are the minor things that are wrong with the map at the moment, and when it goes to Giants in the next few weeks, it will be, these kind of things will be cleared up. So we'll head up this way. Let's see where we are. So we are here at 30. Passing 38. That is a field down there. Wow. I suppose it is. It's a grass field. I wouldn't want to try and farm that with crop, I don't think. 34 and 35. Two small grass fields. Oh, that's the horses. That's where our horses go. So if you wanna buy at field 35 if you want to do the horses, and then these seem unchanged. How much further can we go along here? We might be able to cut down along the edge of field 28, although I'm not holding out hope for that. And in fact, actually looking at it, other than the fields themselves, there is not much out this way. So what we'll do is we'll scoot around. There we go, and head back. Yeah. And we'll head down the side of field 38. We'll see what we can see going over the hill there. Hopefully there'll be a route through, and we'll be able to cut through there. It's it is a gorgeous map. This really, really beautiful, and I cannot wait to get my teeth into it. Especially looking like it does in FS19. Really does well in this light. So down here across, there's a gate missing there, but I know Simulation for the Nation has already pointed that one out to Oxy. However, there is, well, I suppose that's not really an issue. And it is looking spectacular. Right, there we go. Have we not opened this gate? We cannot open this gate. I think actually, thinking about it, the wooden gates on this map have never really been openable. But I will mention that anyway. I'm guessing that's more access to sort of these fields than anything else. Head back down to the pig farm now, and then we're going to head back along the main road and yeah, down back towards our main farm. And I want to head up. But we're going to have a look at Empire Stores because and then I'll probably cut to get us back to the main road, because most of the stuff is up this way. Most of the sell points are up by the shop and everything. So this is a bit of a long drive. I do like this road going through the middle of the map, but it is a nice long drive on here. And I remember doing this drive an awful lot. And again, it's got that feel. It's got a very, very British feel, this map. Sort of the high hedgerows that you can't see over and that kind of thing. That just works so well for this map. We go past here, so this is the roadway back to our yard, and we might actually go and finish at the shop, because we can. What we can do is, if we turn down here, this then gives us a route back, sort of into the back way, and we're going to have a look at our yard now. And yeah, the overgrown bits of this are just wonderful. And this road seems a little bit smoother than it was in FS17. I know I had a couple of issues with catching the edges and things, so that's good. That's a nice improvement. Here, so we turned into field 15 there. We're going to turn left this time and take us back into the main yard. And down here, and we've got sort of this rough back road in. It does just sort of. Oh, it is catching the gates. I need to sort of back off from them a bit, because, yeah, not always sure which way they open. So that was more of a placeables area last time. Very sort of a muddy sort of placeables area. That is now a field 13. That is the back way into the farm. We're not going to go. Actually, we are going to go that way. We'll come back in this way in a bit. So we're just sort of trying to wind my way through the map. So we've got the existing bit of the yard that we know about here. We have a silage clamp and everything down there, and then there's this new road down the side here that takes you straight to the cow area, which again is mostly unchanged, and it's it's really cool to see that. And there's a big pile of silage bales there that I think it must be decoration. And then you got your grain store there. You've got your nice big barns, which also can double as grain stores if you want them to. And then this time we'll turn left out of here. And we'll head down here. Two nice big grass fields. There's a nice range of field sizes on this map. It really does have everything from really small equipment to really huge equipment works on this map, which is absolutely fantastic. We may have to consider downsizing some of our equipment at the start, because we have some pretty. I mean, our combine that we're bringing across to here is absolutely humongous, and I don't know what fields we'll be able to purchase. So as I said, we've got Empire stores up this way. I should point out that we kind of missed it a little bit. The sawmill is next to sort of field 14-ish. Is that back route into the farm. That's really cool. And actually, this is a perfect example of the edge of this map. You cannot tell that that is the edge of the map. You can't drive any further on this map. And in fact, that is improved over FS 17. The edge of the map there. That is absolutely fantastic. I really, really dig it. So it's a long old drive up here, up to Empire Stores. And field 16 is now the big field. And it was field 43 I think it was field 43 or 42 in the previous version. The other one we missed actually right up the top by field 42 actually, is the animal dealer. So if you're looking for the sawmill, it's in the middle of the map. If you're looking for the animal dealer, it's on the left-hand side of the map, near field 42 and 47. I'm going to head up here. Yeah, again, looking down the valley, it's just an incredible view. It really is. Now, Empire Stores here has a sell point. But I also know that it was a purchase point for lime in FS 17. So it's not unless it's a fertilizer purchase point. Yeah, it's certainly a fertilizer purchase point, but and a sell point, but not a place to buy lime, which is interesting, considering lime has been brought into the game for this version. So actually, that's a pretty good tour of the map. I think we're not back at the main yard, but this is a good place to finish it. In fact, no, it isn't. I want to go and check one other thing. This map is famous for having a house you can walk in. So we're going to go and have a look at that, and so I will meet you back up at the main farm. Here we are back at the main yard, which is absolutely perfect. I really love this yard. I'm kind of happy that the yard doesn't delete and start from scratch. It's really quite nice. So let's go and have a quick look at the various things. So starting off with sell points. Like before, a massive array of sell points. Mostly doing their own individual things, which is quite cool. So you got two places to sell silage and hay and grass and everything. That's great. Manure has two sell points. In fact, silage, hay, grass. Silage, hay, grass, and straw have a really good, have 4 sell points, which is absolutely fantastic. In fact, they're more than the standard crops by the looks of things. Wood chips have a single place at the sawmill. Milk, being new, Willowbrook Stores takes quite a bit. Willowbrook Stores takes most things. Cotton goes to spinnery, unsurprisingly, as does wool. Eggs go to multiple places as well, as does sugarcane, which of course is not a crop you would massively find in the UK or ever, really. That's really cool. Let's have a look at some field prices. So first up, we have fields 1, 2, 3, 51, 9, and 13 are your starting fields. Interesting that 51 is nestled in the middle here, whereas 50 is up the top here. So I think we have 51 fields in total by the looks of things. If we look at the prices, wow, you own quite a bit. Mind you, owning this out a bit costs you nothing. So, there's not really much you can do with that. 345 for field 1, 203 for field 51. 9 is 130. Main farm is 240. I'm looking at this and going, actually really quite reasonable field prices here. Nothing really that makes me balk at it. Most of these fields around here are grass, and looking at 28, 52, 198. So you're looking at around the 200,000 mark for most decent sized fields, and up after that. Field 16, which is the biggest field area you can buy, is 1.7 million. Wow, that is quite an outlay for that. So but I think those field prices are reasonable. There's nothing really odd or strange about any of them. They're all very equal to each other, and like I say, the yard is 240,000. That's great. That's a good price. So let's have a look at what we start with in our garage. So a 6230R, nice, good all-rounder tractor at 280 horsepower. A Fendt 1149 MT, which is a nice big tractor. The T560, which I'd actually maybe consider reducing to based on what we have at the moment. That is a great little combine to have. I think that suits perfectly. Agroliner TKD302, good trailer. The 7.6 meter header for the John Deere combine. The John Deere ATV, of course, I added. The Agromass POH5, a good little plough at 2.5 meters. The Amazon Census 8003 2TX Super. That is why we've got the big tractor. That and the 270. That's 270 horsepower. Yeah, in fact, that it really is. That is why we have the tractor. The Pronto 9 DC. That is a good seeder, a good 9 meter seeder. We've got the Hardy Navigator 6000 sprayer. The GMD 4411 Kuhn mower. No front attachment by the looks of things. A Lagoon Quattro 40 header trailer. That fantastic for the it. And then we've got a storage silo as well, and a weight. So yeah, good set of vehicles to start with. I maybe would put in another tractor, conceivably, but I don't think there's anything wrong with this setup at all. But I quite like this setup. So there we go. That really is it. Oakfield Farm is as amazing and brilliant as I remember. I wholeheartedly recommend it. It is due to be sent to Giants in the next 1 to 2 weeks. And I will update this video. I will put a comment below when it has been sent to Giants and then when it has been released. But yeah, I love this map. We will be playing it. We will be testing it. And I'm really, really looking forward to it. And I hope you will join me later when we get started. For now, though, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this first look. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos and live streams from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel and ring that bell, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.